We got the first one of the year. The first disastrous performance. Now, Sentinels, they almost deserved it. But Carmine Core are going to get the first one of the year. Maybe it's because I had high expectations for them. Maybe it's because I've got DOS9 in VFL. Maybe it's because for some reason they're playing in this horrible red. I mean, what the hell is your Carmine Core? What color is this? Maybe it's a combination of all of the three, but Carmine Core deserve our first disaster game of 2026. Okay, so let's kick this thing off then. Let's kick this off with the anti-bonus round, okay? So this is round number 3, and we have to talk about KC's comp as well, because of course, they decided to play Phoenix. They decided to play this Phoenix Yoru stuff, which, you know, we have seen before from certain teams, but it did not go well, as you'll see. And they're playing against, you know, basically what everyone is playing these days, which is the Viper comp. They're playing against the Yoru version, which is quite difficult to play against the attack side, you know, against this when it's on the defense side, because, you know, the Yoru does offer a lot on defense side. But just taking a look at this round here from KC, I mean, I'm just going to fast forward it like 50 seconds, because not much happens. You know, they do a little garage default here in a second. They're going to send in this Phoenix wall. They're going to send a clone in there, but they don't destroy the turret just yet. And the Killjoy is just kind of chilling there. They then come back towards C. They are going to destroy that turret. So there you go. They flash around the corner. They destroy the turret. So there is a bit of pressure out towards C here. And now with like 48 seconds left, we can still kind of go any direction. Right? Like, they could come towards A and Sugetsu here. They could go towards B. They could go towards C. They are going to go towards C. That is what they're ultimately going to end up doing. The drone comes out here and sees Sugetsu on his own. Xiao's not going to hit him with this Outlaw. But now they're going to go for this CXX. Playing, like, essentially solo Yoru dive here, I'm just going to tell you right now, Levin in this entire game on the attack side, he did not stick a TP deep into a site once. He didn't do it once. And the results speak for themselves.
Big chip down
yes,
to
he gets it down to 34 on the back of that.
While this happens, it looks like the commitment is still being focused towards the C site, but Na'Vi has been able to stay alive, and Hero used to be an absolute god at trying to levy this site all to himself, but he has support, but our business here. Flash comes in, doesn't matter. Bilu finding 2, and Hero still alive. On the back of that smoke, trying to play it right, spots one but too late. KC trying to take some territory, trying to get apart, but too little, too late. Na'Vi.
And you see exactly there what the problem with when you don't have anyone actually jumping in onto the site, right? Like, you obviously get this problem. I mean, it should be obvious to everyone, right? Like, drone comes in, we've seen someone. He's going to fake, you know, a TP. He's going to fake the second TP. Look, there's 2 TP fakes there. So when this Omen Flash comes out and smacks these players back site, well, guess what? No one's there to punish them, right? You don't have anything there. And then they end up dying here, you know, and then the rest of Na'Vi is able then to get here in time, right? So we've used Util here to hit these players backside. Look, there it goes. No one's there to punish them. The rotates are able to get here from Na'Vi all of the time because you haven't had anyone dive backside. And so it just didn't work. And again, he does not stick a forward TP in this entire game. There should not be 2 little marks back there. And then Sugetsu is just left stranded. And this is something else I have to bring up as well. I absolutely hate when lurk players do this. I hate it so much. So let's just take a look where Sugetsu is now. We got 40 seconds left in the round, right? He's going to get tagged by this drone. And then he's going to get tagged by the Outlaw. Now, at this point, right, the rest of his team start walking down C-Long. So at this point, I'm guessing that the call has come in like, we're going to go C. And he then decides to lurk A. Now, this is my problem with this. This is a bonus round, and you have just completely taken yourself out of the round, right? The time is getting low, and there's 22 seconds left. Look where he is. It does not matter. These guys do not have time now to cancel and run back to you, right? If there was 40 seconds left on the clock, this is fine, because if no one's here, hey guys, come back to me. We've got a free site, and all is well. 22 seconds, there's no way we are, you know, running all the way back here. Because if one thing goes wrong, the round is just straight over. And again, what I want to point out here is that back when he gets tagged here and the call is coming to go C, he has then a choice. Do I continue this way? Or do I just say, oh, I'm just going to come back. You know, my Phoenix has been here already, so I know that this should be pretty clear. So I can come and lurk through garage, lurk through B, right? Be involved in the round. If this just goes not great, you insta-lose. Right? What is your best case scenario if you go for this around the world lurk? Okay, maybe there's one guy here. Maybe you kill him. It has no impact on the round, right? If this Sova was on site and Sugetsu kills him, Well, okay, great. But if these guys die on site, the round is still over because you're not going to have time to run to A and plant the spike, are you? So even if you find someone, kill them. Well, okay, the round's over anyway. The Sova never, is needed in the round, right? The round is over anyway. The Sova didn't impact it. So if the Sova was still on A and you killed him, doesn't matter, right? You're just playing for a win more. But we don't need a win more in a bonus. We just need to win. Okay, now let's skip ahead to round number 6. And I know that this one is just an eco here. You can tell that the weapons aren't great. But again, to me, KC here, this is like... And normally I don't put ecos on this because it's kind of like, it's an eco. Yeah, strat doesn't go right or whatever. But just like the theory of this round, it never has a chance. This never has a chance for what they're doing, right? So again, they start off with the C default. They're going to come back out towards A. They're going to all come down A long. And again, remember when I told you about what Levin was doing on this Yoru and the fact that he never sticks a TP deep? How, you think just like this is a bronze ranked round. We're all just gonna run out A long. Like how do you think it goes?
But look at the buy. They're going to have to stack up to try and find some success here. Ruxic able to stall very well with the snake bite.
Just limits options to kind of gap close as well.
Time to jump.
Another investment here, but close play. Does Shao get taken down? He does, cleared. Does take one with him, but Ruxic is burning alive, but still able to come out and get 2. Every single time it feels like Na'Vi are getting 2 kills with it.
So I get there is safety in numbers, particularly on an eco round, and that's fine. But to not have any second layer to this whatsoever, right? It means that any kind of util you got here, like Ruxic's Snakebite, is instantly going to stop you, right? This is going to stop you. There's nothing you can do about that because your guy is refusing to ever TP forward as well, right? Or his TPs are getting destroyed, like they do there by Ruxic. Now you're left in a spot. We're also just like, hey guys, we are coming here. Here's a Yoru TP. Here's a, Sova drone. Here's a Sova shock. Like, we are coming to this site. Don't worry about it. So the TPs and the rotates start to come in here from Na'Vi, right? So we start to get people over because when this first starts, the map actually looks all right for them, right? But then you're just running through this one choke point. Again, we don't stick that TP, so we don't get the use. So again, look, Ruxic here gets hit by util, gets hit by this Omen flash. Is burning. But because, again, we didn't stick that forward TP, he's able to live and get 2 kills, right? And then we're able to just mop up because we can all literally just stare in one direction. Everyone knows we just got to get here. No one actually ever touches the back site. We all just die in this little corridor here. Like, this just has almost no chance. As long as, like, the keyboard and mouse of the players on site are working, doing that almost has no chance. Okay, now let's skip ahead to round number 8. It's currently 6-1 now, and in this one, the round actually starts pretty well for KC.
Things up. Initial spam coming through here from Sociable. Oh, nice.
Man, it's back to worse, and you know the potential there with Arvez. We saw it in map 1. That's the gutting part. It's like you can see what can happen when it goes right.
I mean, also it's just what the doctor ordered, right? Let's shut Arvez down because he was looking like...
So, there you go. They managed to get it into a 4v3. All is well. Now, they're going to go for a pause here. Now, here's the thing about these EMEA teams. Every EMEA team, it seems like, is just doing this, right? Oh, we got a couple kills. Let's always just pause. But this is what I want to talk about because DOS9 now fakes his Omen ult. Okay? He now fakes his Omen ult. So again, think about where we were in this round, right? Like kills here in mid. If you're Na'Vi at this point, you're thinking, well, they could go anywhere, right? They could come garage and go C here. They've been out here, so maybe they go B. They could regroup and go A, right? All options on the table here for KC. They could hit any site. They're in a good position at this point in the round. DOS9 is then going to fake this Omen ult. And this is where I really have a problem with this because they are going to end A. So he fakes this Omen ult being like, oh, well, now I could be anywhere, right? Like, oh, I could really be anywhere. But I just want you to logically think again, like, where are the most common Omen ults on Haven? That's right. They're out towards A, right? It's in A heaven or it's in hell or it's somewhere back here, right? Like, this is where most people, most of the time on attack side, that is where they Omen ult. And so what does that do to Na'Vi? Take a look at Ruxic here. He starts running out towards A, and he's going to start looking for this Omen ult. Out towards A. The problem is here, they're going towards A. So look, Ruxick is looking around like, oh, is he here? Can I hear him heaven? You know, what's going on? Like, is he there? We actually, Sociable then also comes along and is like, is he back here? Is he back in spawn? They start dragging them towards A because that's where the most likely Omenauts are. Right? And maybe Na'Vi were gonna do this anyway, right? Maybe they were like, well, let's just pick a site and group up as 3. You know, hope we guess right. And maybe we'll have a chance to win the round. But by Omenauting, you gave them extra incentives to walk this way. Most Omenauts go towards A. So maybe they're going A. Which then they are going A. So we end up with a map that looks like this. Even though we were in a great spot before.
Yep. Looks for one, gets a second. My God, it's a dream come true. And where's the pressure? Those did well so far, but this is a brutal one. He still has help, watching over towards short. I don't know if they thought they had long completely under control, but look at what Social was doing, man. Oh.
Okay, and then let's finish here with round number 12, right? So at this point, it's 9-2. The game is obviously not going so great. Let's just keep track of the TP. So we fake a TP out towards A long. Okay, right? So we're faking like, you know, we're going to take this A space. We actually aren't. Casey kind of figured this out with the drone. Like, oh, there's not too much there. Let's just leave the Yoru here. They come and pick up the ult orb here towards C long, and they're going to insert Aves just here. Here's our second Yoru TP. So again, in this comp, you got to realize, like, yeah, you're playing double duelist. Good for you. But you're playing solo dive, right? So these TPs, they matter, okay? It matters where you put them. It matters how you use them. You can't just be throwing them out willy-nilly. Right, and yeah, okay, you're coming back here, you're trying to fake A, you're trying to fake A with an Omenult, here we go again, but guess what's gonna happen here? DOS9 is gonna cancel said Omenult. He cancels the Omenult, and I'm pretty sure just here, take a look at the rotates, right? So yeah, we've threatened this, we're Omenulting A, these guys are on their way. I'm pretty sure that Hero hears that he cancels that. Because guess what happens now? Take a look at these guys and how they react to that, right? Take a look at Hero and how he reacts to that, right? Instantly, oh, they're not going A. That was a cancel. So again, we're trying to fake A, but our Omenult has told them that you're not going A. Right, so now they come out towards C here instead. This looks like a player who's ready for a C exec. Our Solver is about to ult here. Got himself into position to ult this as well. We know what's going on. Aves is going to ult onto the site now. But again, the timing, the spacing, it's all terrible.
Rotation, still playing with Garrett. Still 2 towards CT as well.
Yeah, and again,
still it again off this ultimate.
And they're just struggling to scale.
So again, let's just watch this from the point that they, you know, go for this Phoenix ult and just take a look at kind of how the map looks as well. Right, so here they go. They're walking down long. Again, Na'Vi are now kind of ready for it. They pop Omenult. Here they go. Sorry, they pop the Phoenix ult. The Phoenix, why did you do this, you know, like a good couple steps ahead of everyone else? Why didn't you just wait like 1 more second for the rest of your team to get there, for 1? 2, we don't have any Yoru TPs, right? So take a look at this. So this is our Phoenix ult here. No one else is even in the site. He's multiple steps onto the site here. No one else has even touched the site. We've used both Yoru TPs, don't forget. So of course that means no one is pushing back deep site, right? So again, we've Omen flashed, we've darted. If it hits those people, it doesn't matter because no one is able to play off of it, right? So our Phoenix ult dies. Now Levin sneaks onto the site on his own, right? So our Phoenix is coming back here. DOS9 dies to the Silver ult. He's now on site completely alone. Look at that. Dies to Ruxick coming in onto the site as well. And now, of course, it's just a mad scramble. There's only 3 people left alive. They don't know what to do. It's not going to go well.
Up towards long. They're not getting out of these chokes at all. Na'Vi able to deny, to slow. The counter ult's there. So he finds a bit of room to slip, but he gets checked on, gets spotted. Does take some damage, but goes down now. Xiao again, finding good damage on this one. And sadly for Aves, struggling from word go. 10 seconds, nowhere for them to go to, Mike. 10-2. This one looks done.